Hi everyone. For this presentation, I researched the typeface Trajan, which was designed by Carol Twombly. Carol Twombly was born in 1959 in Massachusetts. She attended and graduated from the Rhode Island School of Design, where she first studied sculpture and later changed her major to graphic design. She credits some of her professors for nurturing her interest in typography. After graduating college, Twombly joined Adobe in 1988. One of her first projects was Trajan. Her goal was to translate inscriptions on the ancient Roman Trajan's column into a modern digital design. After her success with Trajan, Twombly went on to create 9 more fonts for Adobe, including Myriad and Adobe Caslon. Twombly left Adobe in 1999 and retired from graphic design work. She is currently an independent artist specializing in drawing, painting on textiles, beadwork, and basket making. And to the right, you can see the typefaces she created for Adobe during her career there. A brief history on Trajan is that Twombly created the typeface by taking inspiration from the inscription at the base of Trajan's column, hence where the typeface got its name, also not to be confused with the Trojans. She decided to keep it an all-capital typeface since the Romans did not use lowercase letters. Trajan was originally designed for display instead of printed text, specifically for use in large sizes. Twombly's digitization of Trajan became wildly popular in the 90s and had a widespread presence on movie posters, book covers, and television shows. A bold weight and sans serif version were added when it became digital. It now consists of multiple weights and fonts within the typeface. The differences between Trajan and Trajan Sans can be seen here. And here we can see the various weights that are available. And these are just a few of the many characteristics of Trajan that I find interesting. It has bidirectional serifs, low stroke contrast, exaggerated tails. It's always in all caps, it's very easily readable, and it has a sans serif version. Trajan has had a far-reaching impact on the design world, particularly when it comes to the entertainment industry. The Trajan design conveys a feeling of importance and elegance and is very easy to read, but found its niche in Hollywood starting in the 90s. It was particularly used in epic movies, high dramas, or war movies. It has been used in a staggering amount of movie title sequences and was even more popular on DVD packaging. At this point, just about every genre of movie or TV show has at one time or another used Trajan for the main title, although comedies use it more rarely due to the serious feel of the typeface. At some point in the late 2000s, Trajan started to disappear from big production films and instead began to appear heavily in horror films, B-movies, and straight-to-disc films. No one knows for sure why this is, but many think it had to do with the overuse of the typeface throughout the 90s and early 2000s. However, within the last 10 years, it started to make a comeback and can be seen in opening titles for movies such as Star Wars, Rogue One, Thor, and Game of Thrones. So you have your dramas, your epics and your war movies, sci-fi, horror, which is literally everywhere within this genre at this point, more modern uses, and I had to include my favorite use of it and a big reason why I chose to research the typeface to begin with. I think it was a perfect fit for the tone of the Game of Thrones world, and I love how there were some liberties taken with the O's and the capital T. So to sum up, I personally enjoy Trajan very much. I had no idea how widespread its use has been for decades in the movie industry, and I'm surprised I never caught on to that because I'm a huge movie and TV fan. Even though there are many in the design world who feel Trajan is wildly overused and indicative of laziness on a designer's part, I disagree. Yes, it has been used extensively, maybe even exhaustively, but I think there's something timeless about it, maybe because of its easy readability, elegance, and connotations with the entertainment industry. If there is anything about Trajan I would criticize, it might be that there were no lowercase letters designed. But with that being said, I can see how lowercase letters may not have been as aesthetically pleasing when taking the design of the letter forms into consideration. Either way, I enjoyed researching this typeface very much, and I admire Carol Twombly for her dedication and craft in designing it. And I will leave you with one of Carol Twombly's quotes and my citations, and thank you for watching.